The blockage of Russia Today accounts on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Threads will come into force within a few days, the management of Meta Corporation said.
After careful consideration, we expanded our ongoing enforcement against Russian state media outlets. Россия сегодня, RT, and other related entities are now banned from our apps globally for foreign interference activity, from a later publication citing the company's statement.
Meta's decision became known after the US accused Russia of interfering in the presidential election scheduled for November 5, 2024. The US Finance Ministry imposed sanctions against Russian propaganda organizations and individuals. On September 13th, Russian propagandist Dmitry Kiselyov and several propaganda media outlets Россия сегодня, TV Novosti, and Eurasia were added to the sanctions list. Russia Today chief Margarita Simonyan and her subordinates are now under US restrictions. Washington said that the Russia Today TV channel was spreading pro-Russian content on the internet in order to influence Americans. Thus, from October 2023 to August 2024, two of their employees sent more than $9.5 million to a company in the state of Tennessee to create content for publication in social networks. Since November 2023, this company has distributed about 200 videos on YouTube alone.
Today's action underscores the U.S. government's ongoing efforts to hold state-sponsored actors accountable for activities that aim to deteriorate public trust in our institutions. Treasury will not waver in our commitment to safeguarding our democratic principles and the integrity of our election systems. Janet Yellen, United States Secretary of the Treasury, on the U.S. Treasury Department website.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that Russian state media interferes in political processes not only in the United States but also in other countries.
Thanks to new information, much of it coming from RT employees, we know that RT has cyber capabilities and is involved in covert information operations, influence operations, and military procurement. As part of RT's enhanced capabilities, the Russian state has embedded a unit inside RT with cyber operations capabilities and with ties to Russian intelligence. Antony Blinken, United States Secretary of State, from BBC News Russian service.
Why it is only now that the U.S. has come to its senses and decided that RT is part of intelligence is not clear. For me personally, I never doubted. There is evidence that didn't even need to be collected. The proof was the interview Margarita Simonyan did with two Russian agents, Petrov and Bashirov, who tried to kill Skripal in the UK.
The Russian consulting company Social Design Agency also worked for the Kremlin. According to the investigation by the Süddeutsche Zeitung and the NDR and WDR TV channels, Kremlin political technologist Ilya Gambashidze runs this agency. The company conducted information operations against Germany during the elections via social networks.
Social Design Agency is also involved in the distribution of forged official documents, such as press releases from the German Ministry of the Interior and the Polish Customs Service, which is also discussed in the company's video presentation, from a Radio Liberty publication.
According to the Dossier Center, the internal name of the group of Russian fake makers is Team I. It is personally supervised by Putin's chief of staff Sergei Kirilenko. The main areas of work are Ukraine and the West. In Ukraine, the Kremlin propagandists are trying to discredit the Ukrainian leadership, divide society, and demoralize the armed forces. For the Western audience, the objectives are slightly different: to weaken support for Ukraine, to divide society on high-profile issues, and to promote the political powers favored by the Kremlin.
Partial results of the work of Team I became public knowledge when French authorities in June 2023 exposed Operation Doppelganger, a large-scale campaign of digital interference and disinformation carried out by Russia in France, from a publication on the Dossier Center website.
Western journalists call Russian fake websites Doppelganger or Double, among others. The Social Design Agency is involved in their creation. In March 2024, the U.S. Treasury Department included it in the sanctions list for creating a network of fake sites that pretended to be real media outlets. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Yulia Granovska, UATV News.